Recently, I put up this video where I talked about the fact that more and more men are choosing not to come to the aid of women in distress. How men are not willing to perform, say, CPR or use an AED on a woman, not willing to intervene when someone is committing a crime against them. And the crux of my argument was that not only aren't they coming to help women, but they shouldn't. At least not in this day and age, where women are time and again filing harassment or assault charges against the men who did come to their aid. And I've had a bunch of men comment or email me to tell me their stories of how they faced accusations and lawsuits for coming to women's assistance. I've had almost a dozen former firefighters and EMTs who told me they left those jobs because of the fear of false allegations or after seeing one of their other brothers get dragged through the mud simply for doing his job. The women they saved, they didn't care that the men risked their lives to save them. Oh no, they're just looking for a nice fat check instead. And then there were those that said, yeah, but, as in, yeah, but men shouldn't worry about those things because there's Good Samaritan laws. Sure, they might get accused, but rarely, if ever, will they get convicted. And to be fair, yes, there are Good Samaritan laws, and more often than not, the men won't be convicted because of them. But so what? Do you really think there's not a cost, a price to be paid by those men still? Because I hate to break it to you, but there is a cost, a pretty steep one at that. One that, by the way, in many instances, will be one they'll have to continue to pay for years to come, in some cases for the rest of their lives. Because you see, those Good Samaritan laws, they don't stop an investigation from occurring. They don't stop lawsuits from being filed by women, ones which the accused men then have to hire lawyers to defend them for, and almost always out of their own pocket. The Good Samaritan laws don't stop the man's name and reputation from being dragged through the mud or getting plastered all over the front page of the newspaper or on the TV screen. And those laws, sure as hell, don't require that those very same outlets put his accuser's face and name up when he's found innocent. Hell, most of them don't even report in any way that he was found completely innocent. So yeah, he may not go to prison. That frivolous lawsuit might get tossed out. But don't think for a second that that man, the man who chose to do the right thing, isn't paying a price for doing so. A price that, as I said, in many cases, he'll continue to have to pay for the rest of his life. It really isn't any different than the plight of the millions of men who faced false allegations. The ones who've been proven beyond any doubt to be innocent and whose accusers, the ones who lied or accused the man, get off scot-free. It's the price that men shouldn't have to pay for doing the right thing. And it's why I say that men should not come to a woman's aid. That potential risk, that potential price to be paid for doing so, is simply too great. Women say they don't need men, don't want us all the time. Okay, well, it's time we men granted them that wish and let them help each other. Let them be strong and independent.